17 News is your local election headquarters, and the once-a-decade process of redistricting is one step closer to a conclusion at the local level. The city of Bakersfield adopted a new map last night during its 5th public hearing about redrawing council ward boundaries. 17's Moses Small has more.
Wednesday night, the Bakersfield City Council advanced map 5B, drawn by a grassroots activist organization called the Jakara Movement, as opposed to map 2C, drawn by city staffers. The Jakara Movement says its map would unite Bakersfield's Punjabi and Sikh voters in southwest Bakersfield, expanding Ward 7 west to Gosford Road, among other changes.
I'm here tonight to ask you all to adopt map 5B. We at the Bakersfield Sikh Women's Association have been inundated with calls and messages from members of the Sikh community. And what they are saying to us is this: don't let them split us. Our community wants to remain whole. They do not want their voice cut in half.
The Dolores Huerta Foundation supports map 5B, arguing the city's proposed map would violate the Voting Rights Act, depriving constitutionally protected groups like Latinos and Sikhs of the chance to elect officials of their choice.
Map 2C disenfranchises protected people by splitting African American voting blocks between 4 wards, Punjabi between 4, and Latino spread all over 7 wards.
Generally speaking, map 2C would have maintained the status quo, bringing minimal changes to ward boundaries. Groups like the Dolores Huerta Foundation and the ACLU threatened to take legal action against the city if officials adopted a map with fewer than 3 majority Latino voter wards in compliance with the Voting Rights Act.
If 2C is adopted, Bakersfield will be sued, and DHF will demand 4 Latino Voting Rights Act wards.
More than 36 people spoke to the city council supporting map 5B, while no one came forward in favor of 2C during the public hearing. Ward 2 City Council member Andre Gonzalez spearheaded the motion to advance map 5B, jumping ahead of the city manager's recommendation to hold off on a vote until March 30th.
And so I'm making a motion tonight to adopt map 5B and only map 5B for the first reading.
But not everyone on the city council agreed.
And to be honest with you, I disagree with the map 5B. But it doesn't mean that I disagree with you as a group of people. It doesn't mean that you are any less than any other group of people in this community.
4 council members voted to adopt map 5B, 2 voted nay, and Ward 5 council member Bruce Freeman abstained. That means 5B is the final map under consideration by the city council. Proponents of 5B say this will give protected communities more say in who represents them in city council.
Latinos and people of color are the majority in the city of Bakersfield, so we really need a city council that is going to represent this constituency that is much more diverse, and it, will continue to diversify.
That was Moses Small reporting. Map 5B will move forward for the next public hearing April 6th, when it will vote to officially adopt the final map. The final deadline for approval is April 17th.